Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Kevin Hudash. I'm a current NCAA D1 men's basketball coach, and you're watching Hoops for Hoopers. Today, we're watching Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a footwork magician. Obviously, he comes up from the Jay Wright School of Footwork, and let's see if we can learn a thing or two about what he's doing. So here we go. First clip. Now, in high school and college, and we do it too, we teach a jump stop, okay? A lot of times, people stop, they pick up and they try to jump into the paint. I would really call this, stopping on a dime. So maybe call it a dime stop. Look how he kind of picked. He leaves that right foot down now. Brunson is a lefty. I want everyone to know Brunson's a lefty, so his dominant pivot is going to be his right foot. So just know that as you're watching. But look how he keeps that foot down. He's able to pivot, find the open man, and this is why people are calling for Brunson to be first team all league. It's part of it is his footwork. All right, second clip. Here he is. He's on his left pivot, right? So that's opposite pivot for him. There it is. Another dime stop, right? See how he just keeps his foot down? Actually, he kind of travels a little, but he's able to drag his foot, pick up the ball. 1, 2, 3. How's that for penetration? He had Dante DiVincenzo wide open, too. Another assist. All right. He's doing everything with his feet. It's not just passing. He's scoring, too. So here it is. This is like a dime stop pivot to a little shot, right? Here he's going. He's playing this little shoulder battle with him, and he's not getting an edge. So instead of trying to beat him to the rim, right, he does a really good job of taking away the rim and moving laterally. But what Brunson can do is Brunson knows when he's going to stop. He has no idea. So Brunson uses that little dime stop, right, gets to his left pivot so that he can turn over his left shoulder with his left hand, little fadeaway. And it's really important on that fadeaway, you got to jump straight up. You got to land right where you jump. If you actually fade away, it's going to be short. So you can kind of lean back, but look where his feet go up and look where they land. Straight up, straight down. Ball goes straight in. All right. Now, what can all this dime stop do? This is that balance. When you're so used to playing under control, he knows exactly where he is on the court. He knows his options, and he doesn't really have much. And if you listen to LeBron's new podcast, he's court mapping, right? All right, right here. He only sees this, but he knows I got 1, 2, 3. So he's able to right now. His head's down. He's looking at the rim. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sets of eyes on him, and he knows right now he can't see him, but he knows where he is. So he kind of dime stops. He's able to use his balance. Boom, corner 3. All right, so that's the first piece of footwork that I think is really important, your ability to stop on a dime and have balance. Now, let's get into some of his swing and raise series, what I call it. All right, so this is an offensive rebound. So I call this a swing and go, okay? We teach this when you catch the ball on your outside foot, right? So if he's a lefty, if he steps into this ball, that's right, left, he can either shoot it, he can go middle, or he can rip. But by catching it on his outside foot, his left foot, he can swing it baseline or swing it and rip it back middle. So this is called a swing and go on the outside foot. Now, I hope that didn't overcomplicate it. It's very simple. Catch it on your inside foot, you're catching to shoot. Catch it on your outside foot, you're swinging it. All right, outside foot, swing and go. He veers back to the middle, little right, left, euro, left foot, left hand. Really good stuff. All right, here's another swing and go. All right, let's get back to the action. So look, he's kind of coming off a flare now. Can't step into it, right? These are swinging and go is good for situations where you can't step into it. So if you're ever cutting from the paint to the perimeter, you might want to catch on your outside foot. Or if you're coming off a flare, you might want to catch on the outside foot. So he catches it. Look, that is technically his outside foot, right? He didn't step into the shot. So he swings it middle. Hezzy, dime stop, right? Dime stop, pivot, and finds the open man. So that's a little bit of everything. Footwork out here, gets him here, and then he's court mapping. He's on balance. He makes a shootable pass. Actually, not. Right in the numbers, right in the letters. Shootable pass. All right, so that's the swing and go. Now the next one, what I told you, when you can step into it, I call it a raise and go. All right. So right here. So now he catches this on his left foot, right? Because he's kind of flaring out. If he was to catch this on his left foot, he'd be swinging it or ripping it. But because he catches it on his dominant foot, lefty, that's a raise and go, right? If he went right here, that's a raise and rip. But so you got to work on this every day. You have to work on catching it right, left for a lefty and left, right for a righty. Shot fake, which is one of the most important things that you can learn how to do, and then work on going left or right and reading which way you should go. Right? I bet he has shot this 10,000 times. I'm not exaggerating. 10,000 times I bet he's caught a wing drift, 1-2'd it, shot faked, and took a one dribble pull up. I mean, that's a warm up shot for probably, you know, 4 years of workouts that he's done. But so when we're watching footwork, these are things that you should be working on, not necessarily things that you can just put into your game right away. You got to get good at this stuff. All right, so we saw the raise and go. Let's see another one. All right, so he's filling up behind the ball screen. If you watch other videos, so this is a new way of dribble handoffing that we're not talking about right now, but I think it's super interesting. You drop the ball and screen. Never seen it until this year in the NBA. Drop it and then set a screen. It's super cool. But so consider this a ball screen, right? 2 on this side, 1 on this side. He's going to roll. This big's playing 2 right now. 1, 2 on him. He's going to have to touch the roll. That means you're supposed to lift up, right? So here he goes. He touches the roll. He lifts up. Now watch the feet. He gets to his right, left. He could have went left, right here, but he goes right, left, raise. Always raise first. And go. And then watch the finish. Watch the finish. That is right foot, right hand, and Jalen Brunson's a lefty. So I honestly think the right hand, if you need to finish with your off hand, jumping off that same foot is usually your dominant foot. So for a righty, normally you would jump off your left foot with your right hand. So if you need to make a left hand layup, just jump off with your left foot. It'll feel more natural, and then you can kind of figure out your touch in the air. But very effective and really screws up the timing. All right, so that was raise and go. Now let's see a raise and rip. All right, so now this is simple, right? Obviously, he's going to step into this one. Right, left, raise. Get him up. Rip middle. And again, I'm telling you, he's worked on this 10,000 times. Simple, slot to slot pass, raise, rip. Now look, if you pick this left foot up first as a travel, raise, he holds that foot down, ball hits the ground, that foot's still down, comes up, now you can pick it up, and then a little float game with the left because you can use either hand with the floater. You got plenty of space. So again, he's working on this every day. You got to work on this. All right, another raise and rip here. Can't be it. Here we go. Right, left, right. So he gets to it. Right, left, raise, rip. It's a little bit less of a raise, but just that 1-2 is really the raise. Look how they're guarding him, right? Not shooting. Oh wait, he's catching on his right foot. I better close out to him. Gets all the way to his feet. All right. Now this is just a little move that is worth looking at. So if you are able to rip past somebody, right? He's got his shoulder in front of his shoulder. That means he's got the angle. Now you got to take this space. He might be able to beat him to this spot. So he veers back to get in front of him and then uses that to create separation, right? Veer, step back. Just a little something to add to your workout. I would probably do it at the end. Not something that you're going to shoot every game, but something to work on. Why not? All right, what do we got here? Another raise and rip. So this is kind of his go-to move, to be honest. Here he is. He's flaring out, but because he's flaring this way, it's going to be easy to get to that right-left, right? Here it is, right-left. By catching it right-left, it looks like a shot. He rips middle. Another floater. Look at that hesitation. Hezzy, step back. Is that right foot again? So again, if you're a lefty, jumping off your right foot feels natural. So if you realize you're not going to be able to get a clean left foot, right hand layup, and that's your all foot anyway, why not just get to your dominant foot and rise up for a floater with your dominant hand? So as hard as that looks, it's actually probably easier than him trying to get to the rim. He made that shot a more efficient shot. All right, another raise and rip here. Right, left, rip. See it? Right, left, rip. Come back across middle, left foot, left hand floater. Now, if this was a righty, like I would hate if I'm a righty. If I shot a left foot, left hand floater, I would sub myself out of the game. But because it's his dominant hand, dominant foot, it's actually super effective. So when you work on your workouts, a lot of times people work on this side, then they work on this side, then they work on this spot, then they work on this spot, and everything has to be perfectly symmetrical. Wrong, okay? When you're working on floaters and stuff, work on your game shots. So left foot, left hand is realistic. If he works on right foot, right hand, much less realistic, more of a waste of time. So, dominant hand with your weak foot, that's a good thing to work on. All right, now let's see. I got two more here. Another raise and rip. Now goofy foot, right? So this is left right. He's a lefty, but watch him 1-2 it with his left foot, left right, raise, rip. He goes baseline, almost like a swing and go. Is that another left foot, left hand off the glass. Again, he's not going right hand, right foot because that would be, a very inefficient shot. All right, last one. All right, so putting it all together, right? So we had his dime stop, his balance and everything, his court mapping. We saw how he's able to, be on balance, map the court, swing and go when you catch on your outside foot, raise and go when you catch on your inside foot, raise and rip if you want to counter, which a lot of times you have to. Now look at this. Now he's on his right foot, right? He's a lefty, so that's the dominant foot. And he's going to jab, right? So now you can add before. So instead of raise and go, it could be jab, raise and go, jab, raise and rip. So this is kind of like he graduated jab, right? Jab, kind of rips, step back, hezzy, change into a back down. Also, Brunson's not a huge guy. He did this his entire college career too. So did Colin Gillespie. So did every Villanova player. That backing your man down is a good move, even if the guy's the exact same size as you. Even if he's bigger, he will back down Tobias Harris. He doesn't care. But look how he gets to the back down. Hard change right into the back down, right to the left, and look how he flips his hips. So he's got his left foot down. Boom, now he's got his back to the basket, back down, gets it out of there, extra shot. So that's Jalen Brunson, footwork magician, something to watch during the playoffs. Obviously, I'm going to have a ton of playoff content coming. I'm fired up. I hope you are too.